You're making good income, maybe even more than you've ever made. But when it comes to checking your bank account, you end up feeling very tense. And this is what I typically see client after client. Successful women, even business owners, healthcare professionals, including also financial professionals who, on the outside, they look like they're fine, but on the inside, they're feeling stressed, confusion, and even shame. So here's what's really going on. A lot of times, for these cases, it's not necessarily because there's lack of money, but really it comes from not having a clear structure for your money. And so, what do I mean by that? It means not having a system. So, sometimes you can find yourself doing last minute money transfers. It also means no clarity. And so, you're constantly wondering, are you saving enough? There's no, you haven't set like a certain number for yourself that defines what enough is. And so you're constantly wondering, am I saving enough for my kids' college? Am I saving enough for my own retirement? It's there because you've never really made a decision on what is enough. And then not having any plan. So life is going to happen and you might get a surprise bill or emergency situation comes up, whether it can be job loss or it could be your kids getting sick. It could be a number of things, but are you prepared for those scenarios? And most cases people aren't, because I find, they're living paycheck to paycheck, enough to make sure they pay their bills, and then they think whatever's left over you can just spend for whatever. But then we don't keep in mind some of these things that are could happen. Also, maybe things that are months away that you can already start preparing for now, and so you're not allocating some of those funds for those type of things, and so that makes you unprepared and having no plan. And so all these things affect your peace of mind. You might be feeling guilty that you can't figure all this out, or that you feel like you're making good money and yet you're still living paycheck to paycheck. And so I want you to know that you haven't done anything wrong. Most likely, you haven't really been taught how to manage money in a way that fits your life. Now you have a little bit more understanding of what's behind the stress. But the next thing that you might be wondering is, what can you actually do about it? Well, I want you to have more clarity and more peace of mind. And so I'm going to share with you something that I share with all my clients when they start working with me, that give them just that.